this is exciting. Ooh, we're about to start the show. Get your good pants on. It's the big night. Who's just coming in? It's the host of the show is Ian Bagg. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Around the Bag. I'm your host, Ian Bagg. We got a great show tonight, a show that everybody is talking about all around the world, where I ask questions from my brain to three friends, and we have a great old time answering those questions together. They can win points, they can lose points, and at the end of the night, somebody will be driving away with a brand new car. Please welcome my guest over here. This is my guest right there. There's my little Pearl. She's watching today. She'll be sitting here and watching in. Let's bring my guests in now, guys. Let's bring my guests in right now. April Macie. Welcome, April Macie. Fantastic. Good to be here. Chick McGee, everybody. Chickabee. Hey. Right there, Chick McGee. And David Anders. Right there, David Anders. He's very excited to be here with his jacket and long shirt. Freezing, 75 degrees in downtown Los Angeles. Freezing. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. April, tell everybody about you.
I am a stand-up comedian. Some might describe as highly stable. But I've been a comic for years and have no other life skills. So I hope this pandemic ends soon. Because
I hope so too, April, because you should be out there making them laugh because you're absolutely hilarious. Thank you for being here. Our next guest tonight is Chick McGee, all the way from Indiana. Chick, could you tell them all about you?
Thank you, Mr. Bagg. Let's see. I'm scared by loud noises. I cry at greeting card commercials. I've been on the Bob&Tom show since 1987, morning radio show, and we're syndicated in a bunch of cities, many names I can't pronounce. And I do sports every now and then.
Sports, that's fantastic. David, welcome to the show. Tell them all about you and how long you've known Chick.
I've known Chick
it's 5 minutes and 47 seconds, I think.
Since 1906, and by 1906 I mean 46 seconds. Yes. I am TV's David Anders, and they call me TV's David Anders because they just won't allow me on the big screen. I am an actor. I am only play bad guys, but I'm my mother's son. I'm a sweetheart.
That's great. I love this. Did you write this yourself? Because for an actor, you did very well. I'm going to be honest with you. You should call yourself an author as well.
I have a cue card fucking stapled to my window.
Good for you, you son of a bitch. We all want to be you, and we want to punch you in the face. We love you and hate you at the same time. Let's start out this show, my friends. I'm going to start out with the first question. We always start out with this question. We start out easy, get people into the water nice and slowly. Guys, gals, how do you like your eggs? That's the first question. How do you like your eggs? Let's start out with Chick McGee. How do you like your eggs?
Over easy, I guess.
Over easy. Look at somebody living the good life. April, how do you like your eggs?
Scrambled, cooked very well. No.
Mix them up and cook the shit out of them. Way to go, April. David, how do you like your eggs?
I like a soft serve. During this quarantine, I've become quite the chef. I have one Michelin star to this point. I like a soft scramble with some pepper, some kale, add a little bacon in there, and eat it. And then I turn it into toilet food.
Goodness, that is fantastic. You guys did great on the first round. That is quite a fucking impressive round that we just have. Let's give away some points. 11 points around the board. 11 points for April. 11 points for Chick. 11 points for David. Let's continue on. My goodness, it's tight, this game so far. Yes. Woo. Guys and girls, we all live someplace. Does anybody have that douche neighbor? Do you know what I'm talking about? We all do. We all have that douche neighbor. How do you deal with your douche neighbor? That's the question. David, how do you deal with your douche neighbor?
It's so funny. I live over here in Highland Park, close to, Pasadena, and I have two douche neighbors who are my friends. And I feel like I'm running like a sandals whenever my buddy gets in a fight with his old lady. I'm like, you want to get away? Just walk 40 steps to your south, 80 steps to your right. You ain't going to have no old lady yelling at you over here. But he always goes back, doesn't he?
He always goes back.
I hand him these days I hand him a White Claw. It's usually a vodka or whiskey, but White Claw's been really the how I deal with that douche neighbor. Who's my friend.
Congratulations. Question for you. When you say old lady, is it his old lady or is it just some random old lady that he's fighting with?
I expect in the 2 minutes it takes to walk over here, he's so upset with his lady. He yells at anybody.
He just yells at anybody.
Multiple old ladies, yeah. Any
Son of a
old lady.
bitch. That's what you get for living in Highland Park, you prick. April, how do you deal with your douche neighbor?
I have one douche neighbor. Her name's Darlene, and she's a real twatsicle. She's just like a really horrible person.
Twatsicle.
She's just like a wild twat, and it makes me mad because one Christmas I gave her like a holiday sweater, and I feel like if you're gonna be just a cunt, you need to give my sweater. You need to give my holiday sweater back.
I quote. I think that should be on a greeting card that Chick will cry from. If I give you I give you a sweater, you can't be a cunt. Thank you from Hallmark. Chick, over to you. How do you deal with your douche neighbor?
Well, I live in Indiana. I live in Indianapolis, and we're known for our Hoosier hospitality. Ooh. And the only douche neighbor I have is every time I've lived in the current compound about 3.5 years, and I've only talked to my neighbors twice, Leonard and Brenda, and they.
Leonard and Brenda.
Are they a couple? It sounds like a lesbian couple to me.
No. Leonard lives in the house over here, and Brenda lives in the house over there. But Leonard tells me what the house used to be and what it should look like and what I should do with the house. And I say, thank you, Leonard. And then I didn't speak to him for 2.5 years. So I guess I hide in the house is how I deal with my neighbors. There you go.
I love it. Congratulations. That is fantastic. You all deal with your douche neighbors very well. I'm going to give Chick McGee 2 points because he's talked to his 2 neighbors twice in the last 2 years. 11 points for the old David Anders. Oh no! Twatsicle's getting 4,400 points.
I think so.
4,400 for Twatsicle.
A size 4.
Oh my God! Yeah. You guys tried, but you couldn't keep up. April came flying in with a Twatsicle. She gets 4,400 points. David Anders dealing with 22 points. Chick McGee. Oh, Chick McGee had 22. No, Chick had 2 points. That was it. I get all confused by the numbers. I don't care. The numbers are the craziest part of this game. I try to deal with them. Here's something exciting, guys. I've been talking about this question in Japan all day. I seen it on the internet. I said, you know what? I'll ask that question. Thank you, Yashi. Here's the question. What's the best thing that you've ever had at Dairy Queen? What's the best thing you've ever had at Dairy Queen?
Cold eats, hot eats.
David answering right away, coming flying out of nowhere. David just pushing his way in.
Here's the deal, man. I go for a nice dip cone or like a dilly bar. I like the French fries. Back in my hometown of Grants Pass, Oregon, they put Lowry seasoning salt on the French fries. You want to know anything more about it? I can continue.
I'm pretty sure you answered the question. How about you, April? What do you enjoy from the old Dairy Queen?
I feel like I might have been fingered at a Dairy Queen in high school.
Right in the old Twatsicle, huh?
If that isn't a Twatsicle, I don't know what is. If you get fingered at a Dairy Queen, that's a Twatsicle. That's right there. Chick, how about you?
That's making me a living right there. That's what that is.
There's really only one treat to get at Dairy Queen. That's the peanut buster bar.
Parfait.
Ice cream bar. It's called a Buster bar, I think. And you got your ice cream and your peanuts and your chocolate hot fudge all the way through. It's better than a dilly bar. I don't want to get off topic here. Way better than a dilly bar.
Chick, I'm about to pop off my fake nails and my extensions and come through this goddamn phone.
We got a fight. We haven't had one of these before.
That and the fried chicken and the weird looking gravy is pretty good too.
The weird looking gravy. Let's give some points away. Everybody had different answers. I'm going to have to be honest with you. April's in the lead again. 26,000 points for getting finger banged in a goddamn Dairy Queen. Chick McGee just taking half the crowd out because he put peanuts in. You know my crowd's allergic to peanuts and they can't have nuts in their stuff. David, I call him Davers, but David had 8 answers. He goes there, skinny little shit, but he's eating a goddamn Dairy Queen like you wouldn't believe. 12 points for him. Let's move on to the next question. This round is moving along nicely. By the way,
I'm coming for you, April. I'm coming for you, Chick. I already booked a flight to South Bend. I'm going to rent a car. I'm coming into Indianapolis.
We've never had so much violence. We've never had so much violence in this game. Right? By the way, tonight's game is brought to you by Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky is a proud sponsor of Around the Bag. Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky. If anybody's finger banged at a Dairy Queen, it's that fella right there.
My God. How have I never seen that picture of the great one?
Guys, that was great, wasn't it? That was great. That was a lot of fun right there. Here's my next question. I've been watching a lot of TV since the end of the world happened, and I've noticed something. I have an actor that I enjoy. His name is Vince Vaughn, but I've also been watching a lot of Bugs Bunny. I'm pretty sure Vince Vaughn is based on Bugs Bunny. Guys, who do you think Vince Vaughn is based on? I know a lot of people go the other way and say, who's Bugs Bunny based on? But I want to know, who's Vince Vaughn based on? Because that guy is out of control. I want to tell you right now. Let's start with Check. Check, who's Vince Vaughn based on?
I think he talks a lot. I think the one with John Favreau, Peter Falk. I don't remember what the name of that one is, but
excuse me, ma'am.
Foghorn Leghorn, I think.
Foghorn Leghorn. He's based on Foghorn Leghorn. I tell you. April, who do you think he's based on? April?
I feel like he has a face that looks like it's filled with sodium. He looks like my alcoholic Uncle Craig, who has cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh my God, he's based on her Uncle Craig. I love it. I was trying to be nice. You guys just came flying out of nowhere. Punch Vince Vaughn.
Just like a big old sodium-filled noggin.
He's filled with booze and sodium. I like it. David, I don't know if you've worked with him and he's your buddy, but what the hell? You want to take Vince Vaughn down as well?
I think Vince Vaughn is based on John Favreau, and I guess fucking Doug Lyman saying, just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Like in Swingers, like, you know, they're playing, speaking of Wayne Gretzky, I want to make Gretzky's head bleed. Baby. Oh, you know, you're growing up. Oh, fuck you. Oh, I'm too loud? I would never eat here. And then he's just done that character
ever since. I like it. That is great answers right there. 62 points for April for not getting finger banged during that section. 1,100 for Chick mentioned. I tell you, Foghorn Leghorn right there. And 155 for Mr. Anders acting it out. Brought his controller right out. Made Gretzky's head bleed. By the way, I forgot to tell you, this round's brought to you by Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's got a boner while sitting on ice. Wayne Gretzky, one sexy son of a bitch. Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor of Around the Bagg. Oh, my God. Here's the last question in this round. I want to bring it up right now. This is probably going to get sad, probably going to bring it down a notch. Got a lot of comments so far. Geez, the comments are going crazy. John Wade's in the room. I'm a chicken hawk. I hunt chickens. That's what chicken hawks do. That's right. John Wade, chicken hawk. Ron de Blasio. Ian, is that the ocean for your background? Very sexy. That is actually my front yard, but what I've done is taken a green screen, taken a picture of my front yard, and then put it behind me. I'm fantastic. I'm fucking technology. I couldn't do this before the pandemic, but now I do. Things have changed. I don't give a shit. I don't need a studio. Fuck you, Warner Brothers. The question is, my friends, tell me something that you got left out of that still bothers you today. Something that you were left out of that still makes your little heart beat slowly. April, let's start with you.
Everything. I never made anything. I auditioned for Our Town. I auditioned for chorus. I tried out every semester. They said, no, thank you. The Catholic Church didn't want me. I was denied First Holy Communion because my parents were filthy beasts. Nothing. I never made anything, which is comedy's my only sense of belonging.
You've done okay. I like the way it was just one thing that you got left out of, and now you've let that go. Don't you feel better? This is kind of like therapy. David, how about you? What were you left out of?
I was left out, and this is to April. To speak on that, I was on the bench for the first time in basketball for the first time in my life, and like Daddy doesn't ride the pine, so I quit. And I auditioned for the play. What was that play? Fucking Our Town. And I got the lead. I was like, this is better. I like this. And the rest, as they say, is history. I'm now, D-list actor, world-renowned, medium talent, David Anders. Also, and this still sticks in my craw.
Let that go.
I was left out of American Sniper. My buddy Bradley Cooper was executive producing. He said I couldn't get fat enough and fit enough to play this part that my buddy Jake McDormand ended up doing a great job with. But you know what I got here? I'm going to bring props into it. I'm going to be a prop comic.
Son of a bitch, he dropped a name and he's going to bring something into it? That is fantastic.
Bradley Cooper's tennis racket that he played with in college that he's wanted back for 17 years. And Bradley, you're never getting it back. You hear me?
Holy shit, we've got Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper's tennis racket that'll never get back to him. That was that took a weird turn. I said, what have you been left out of? He said, a movie, therefore I stole somebody's tennis racket. Chick, I'm going to go to you. Let's hope this turns out better than it did with David.
I got left out a lot in high school, but only because despite how I'm portrayed now, I didn't start actually drinking alcohol till I was like 25, 26 years old. So I would be the one that would drive people to parties and things but they just let me drive them. They wouldn't invite me.
Oh my God.
But I would drive and drop them off. Okay. Yeah.
I just see Chick looking into a Dairy Queen while somebody gets finger banged. Left out in the cold again. My God. You know what, guys? I'm not going to let anybody feel left out tonight. I'm giving 1,000,000 points to April, 1,000,000 points to Chick, 1,000,000 points to David. God damn it, we're around the corner. I wanted everybody to feel good on that. You didn't get left out. That's the end of round one, my friends. Round one. Yeah. Let's go to round two. Let's go to round two. Sexy round two, my friends. Sexy round two. I don't know how the hell we can get any sexier than that first round. By the way, 6:18 in the PM on the West Coast. 6:18.
I've got 9:20 here. 9:20. Yeah.
9:20.
9:20. Here's the first question in this section. Also, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, this section brought to you by Bananas. Bananas! They come with their own wrapping. Bananas, proud sponsor of Around the Back.
You're supposed to open them from the bottom, Go ahead.
You're supposed to open from the bottom. That's a lot of fun. Guys, speaking of opening from the bottom, can you drive a stick shift? That's the question. Nice and easy. It's how we start. Round two. Can you drive a stick shift? Chick, let's start with you.
Yes. Yes, Senator. I can drive a stick shift.
Did not see that coming. David.
Did you? Yes. I learned how to drive on a stick shift when I would steal my sister's 1985 Celica and just go tune it about. She taught me some things. But then my first car in LA was a stick shift too. And I remember being at La Cienega in Sunset, the 89 Camry with a stick shift, the hill. I was like, oh, this is a bad choice. Oh, okay, this is a. But,
somebody wanted to look cool, but they're looking terrified that day. By the way, you look like a guy that was at war. I don't know why Bradley Cooper didn't fucking take you down. I just seen your acting right there. I thought it was fantastic. I was like, that guy's rolling down a hill. Fuck Bradley Cooper. April, how about you? Can you drive a stick shift?
Yes, but I haven't in 10 years.
In how many years?
2 years. I don't enjoy it. Probably 8 or 9. I don't enjoy it.
Well, we've got a surprise for you out in front of your house right now for me and Bagg, just for you, April. It's a stick
shift.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody gets one. I'm going to have to get some questions. I'm going to be honest with you. You're all wrong. The answer was no. The answer was no. I have it written down here. 0 points for everybody. 0 points for everybody. You got to keep up.
I should know my life better.
I like this. Michelle says the fact that David's sister taught him some things is disturbing.
It was all stick shift related. Oh my God, did that make it worse?
I'm more concerned with Michelle's picture. What the hell is that all about?
Don't look at her picture. Whatever you do, don't look at her picture.
Look at that. Okay, let's go, boys.
She's actually a Siamese twin. A lot of people don't know that. She's a Siamese twin. Larry Mitchell, very LOL. I don't know if you can go very LOL. I got to continue on. I got to keep asking questions. I'm getting out of control. My God. My producers are trying to bring me back in. We got to get this show over. I've warned the affiliates. We're going to be a couple minutes late tonight. Let's keep on going.
Let's do it.
Who's the most famous friend you could call right now that would answer? I was going to ask that question, but somebody brought out a tennis racket, so I said, let's see if he fucking wins this round. Yeah. Let's start now.
I guess it's Bradley
goodness.
Dave.
Let's start out with April. Who's your most famous friend? And would they answer?
Probably Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. Big time.
Joe Theismann, probably.
Joe Theismann, right at him.
Thighs.
Sure, yeah. Joe
David Anders.
Well, I mean, I could say Coop, but I'm still a little upset about American Sniper. He's still a little upset about the fucking tennis racket. So
no doubt.
I don't know if we could connect. So I'm going to go ahead and say Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Jesus Christ. This is fantastic. I love this game. I didn't think we were going to get any more names dropped than that. And fucking David came flying out of nowhere and said, let's drop Paul Rudd for 25 points. 25 points to him. April gets 32 for the Haddish. Chick gets 1980 because that's the last time somebody heard of Theismann. 1980.
Thank you very much.
That was very impressive. I didn't say, could you call him on a rotary phone? Way to go, Chick. What the hell? Jesus, dropping the Here's the next question out of that one. Were you ever suspended in high school? Were you ever suspended? Did you get a little vacation that you weren't expecting? Did you? Why do I sound like Jiminy Glick? Did you ever get suspended? Right there. Let's go with David. Were you ever suspended?
Well, the thing is, I was never suspended from high school, but on the bus, some guy kept tapping me on the shoulder, doing the, where am I? And I just turned around and I popped him.
Nice.
For the rest of the school year, I had an assigned seat in that bus,
Oh,
which was good for me. It was better for his face.
Weird though, because you were homeschooled. April, over to you.
No, I was never suspended. I was a nerd
Did
burglar.
not expect that at all. Didn't expect
Nerd
a
burglar.
Didn't expect a finger banger from Dairy Queen to not get suspended.
Oh, finger bangs and rule following. That's what I did.
Ooh, rule following. Oh, my mom said, can you drop the finger banging? That's my mom's watches this show every night. She's a very nice. Can you not bring up the finger blasting in? We're trying to have dinner.
Oh, sorry. I went to high school back in the 30s, so I got paddled. I had 3 whacks. Yeah, I never got suspended, but I tripped a girl on the playground and cut her knee open, and I got 3 whacks. Yeah.
Did you get 3 whacks?
Mm-hmm. And the guy had holes drilled in the paddle, so it would.
Hold on, you got whacked by a guy?
Mr. Shoemaker, my social studies teacher. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Painmaker.
Mr. Painmaker. He's
Party maker and painmaker. That was
creepy son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to give some points away on that. We're having so much fun. We started out with David, 1,700 points. I'm gonna give 5,000 to April because she follows the rules, and the points are 5,000. And she'll take them because she follows the rules. 2 points for Chick for having a disturbing story and then taking it down a notch. It was disturbing, and then you said, "Hey guys, let's go to the bottom floor." Boom, we went there. 2 points. My God, disgusted. Oh my goodness. I watch a lot of cartoons, like I told you. This next question's about the Scooby-Doo. The Scooby-Doo kids seem to get into a lot of trouble. They live in a nice neighborhood, but they're dealing with a lot of shit. I don't know if you see, things get stolen, people get murdered, things. Did you ever live in a good neighborhood that had actually bad things happen in them? Let's see. Who was first? April, you live in a good neighborhood. April?
Wait. My internet cut out because my neighborhood's not that great. What was the question?
The question was, do you live in a good neighborhood where bad things happen? And you answered by not having any internet. Somebody was cutting it while you were on the goddamn internet.
Well, that's what's horrible about this neighborhood. And occasionally, I mean, there's like a lot of accidents on Pacific Coast Highway. So I feel like bad things happen. A lot of
Oprah's always flicking her cigarettes out. I'm sure you're dealing with that when she drives by. She's just flicking her cigarettes. And then Babs rolls by and says, "Oprah, pick up your cigarettes." Babs, Jack McGee, you ever live in a good neighborhood where bad things happen?
Right now, it's the best neighborhood I ever lived in. And the worst things happen. The kids kick their soccer ball into my backyard, my backdoor neighbors.
So, you're one of those grumpy old men that tell, "Get off my yard."
I'm keeping this ball, kids.
I think things have changed.
I'm the worst thing that happens in this neighborhood.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to the neighborhood? God damn it. You're the lead right now. April, you're doing good, but fucking David, how about you? You ever?
Well, I believe in the relay race of this 4-way game show we got going. I'm going to say I starred as young Newt Rockney in South Bend, Indiana. And it was a musical about Newt Rockney, and so we lived there for a month or so, and we did
a lumberjack. He don't care.
We did a tap dancing, a fucking cleat tap dancing number, and that was a bad thing that happened in that good neighborhood. That was a terrible thing that happened, and I was part of it.
They must have brought out their sign about the gays. If they seen you up there tap dancing, they must have brought that sign up. Get out of our neighborhood. The gays must stop dancing in cleats.
The Golden Dome was black that night. It was dark.
I love it. For the Christians, 7 points for David. 33,000 for Chick for being a piece of shit. 500 points for April for having to live with Oprah and Babs. She's living very well. Things are going very
April looks
nicely.
like a hot Sally Jesse Raphael, said Chris French.
She's just
I got in trouble for Theismann in the 80s, but Sally Raphael slides right through. Okay. All right.
No, April looks like a hot version of the lady from The Weakest Link. There you go. There. You apparently, April, you look like everybody, but you look like the hot version of whoever that person is. That's
I just have a sad bun on my head.
Well, you put a bun up there. I'm just like, she must. I guess we interrupted her cleaning. Thanks for being on the show.
You look like the hot version of a girl who got three knuckle shuffled at a Dairy Queen parking lot.
Parking lot. She was inside on one of those benches that are easy to clean. Oh, by the way, guys,
banging. That's what you need.
You need that. That's the end of that round. That round's brought to you by Pro Stars, Wayne Gretzky and Pro Stars, proud sponsor of Round Bagg. Wayne Gretzky, why cut your hair when you can just bleach it? Wayne Gretzky, proud sponsor of Round
Corduroy jacket and a half, wasn't it? Wow.
Let's move on to the next round. Let's move on to round one. That's all. I got to. This is round three. What am I doing? We've only got a couple questions in round three. Then we got to move on to the next section. Woo! Ooh. Oh, here's a good question.
Chick looks like a hot version of Theismann.
Chick does look like a hot version. Chick looks like a 2 legs the same length version of Joe Theismann.
Oh, yeah, he is an inch and a half shorter on that broken.
Hey, guys, when a police chase comes on TV, do you watch the whole police chase until it ends? Not everybody does, and I want to know if you do. Let's start out with you, David.
I see it out. I mean, I live here in Highland Park where when I first moved in, I got a tag on my thing done like it looked like a Banksy that said Highland Park hipsters out. And recently there was like two gang members that were holed up. What was the question again? Across the street from me. They robbed the liquor store.
Do you watch it till the end when it's a police chase?
I shot it like a fucking life photographer. I was like,
good for
they
you.
had the ghetto bird was up there. I was like, the circumference of the fucking bird kept going round and round. I was like, do you guys know how to do your job? You know where this guy is? And
they've got a budget for gas and they have to use it. April, do you watch the whole police chase?
I don't, but I do watch hummingbirds out my window. That's where I'm at.
Oh, that took a turn.
Well, la-dee-da, April. Well, I got gang members. You got hummingbirds. Good
that's a very, very Sally Jesse Raphael thing to do.
Bird.
Look at Chick all fired up about the bird. Chick, do you watch the police chase right to the end?
I live in Indiana. And we don't have police chases.
Oh.
We all obey our laws.
And it's a very small area, and you just call home to tell the parents that they're coming home.
Heathens live, but we're law obeyers.
Okay then.
So you didn't back up Peyton Manning on the Colts? And that was just a little known fact.
Yeah.
I thought that was you.
By the way, isn't Indiana where that guy that ate people from? Isn't that?
We've had our share of serial killers. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought I'd bring it up. You calling us heathens.
Ed Gein lives in Wisconsin. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's give some points away. 100 points for April. 101 points for Chick. 102 points for David. That's how this game goes. Oh, I didn't want to get eaten. That's what I just didn't want to happen. Oh, my God. Guys, if you were going to buy a horse and you were going to name it, what would you name that horse? Let's go with Chick.
Prickly Pete.
Prickly Pete. David.
Giddy up.
Empathic cunt.
Empathic hunt. Oh my goodness, my mom is loving this show. April. That's a great name. That's a great name.
Come here, come here.
I hope it's a racehorse, so they have to call that.
Mr. Whiskers, I don't fucking know.
Mr. Whiskers, I don't fucking know.
It was right there. Twatsicle with the horse.
There you go. Snickerdoodle dandy. Win.
God. 49 points for April, 9 points for Chick, 1 point for Johnny, bringing up the cunt. And by the way, I called you Johnny, David.
I understand that. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny cunt.
Guys, I want you all to do your best accent. I want you to talk to me and say, Ian, I'd like to play this game every night in your best accent. I don't care what accent it is. Just do an accent for me. Let's start it out with Chick Accent McGee.
Hey, Ian, I'm loving your show tonight, Mr. Bagg. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
God damn it, billion points for Chick. David?
Ian, I would like to do this show every night for the rest of my life, for the rest of history, and my next life and the life after that. Do you understand?
Billion five. April?
I don't do accents either. I don't do horse names and I don't do accents.
That is the worst Sally Jesse Raphael impression I've ever been involved in. What the hell? Billion points for you too, April. Very close game. Very close game tonight. One last question. One last question for this round before we go into the picket round. Everybody's very excited about it. Ian looks like a sexy version of Charles Nelson.
You got to do the glasses thing, Ian. Come
Man,
on.
hey, ladies, that's your kid because I'm gonna fuck it. Here's the question. Where's the weirdest place you've been hit on or hit on someone? Where's the weirdest place you've been hit on or hit on someone? I was hit on in, I'm not even going to say it. I don't even think the people want to hear about it. Let's start out with David. I feel like you get hit on a lot of weird places.
I get hit on a lot.
Usually a casting room.
I get hit on a lot in Mr. Shoemaker's room.
There you go. Yeah. That's a whole other story, actually.
That's a whole other different. Oh, that's not the hit on. That's not the hit on.
We don't need to talk about that.
We don't just shut down the whole show. I like it. Just comes flying out of nowhere because he's got the better microphone. We don't need to talk about. Good night. Thanks for Wayne Gretzky bringing up the show.
Yeah.
April, where's the weirdest place you've been hit on?
I got hit on outside of a bathroom at Lulu's Cafe at brunch.
Oh my
coming
God.
out of a exiting a shitter. That's
Exiting shitter.
What did he say to you? I see you made room for the pancakes. How you doing?
He said, "Did you notice me gazing upon you?"
Wow. And well, you can't. There's an ellipsis.
And I
there.
did. I did.
You did.
I was hoping you had a glass eye, sir, but apparently you do like me. Chick.
Outside a portalette, Bruce Hornsby hit on me there.
Bruce Hornsby hit on you outside of a portalette. I love it. What did he say? Did you feel me gazing upon you?
He wanted to go stand in the mandolin rain or something. I don't know.
I like it. Let's give some points away. That's the last one. 99 points for Chick for dropping David Thornton. 77 points for young April Macie saying, I like to go to the bathroom. Then I just want to pick up my men. 2 points for David for just being a slut. That's the end of that round, my friends. That's the end of that round. That round was brought to you by potatoes. Potatoes, and also my dog Pearl and Lou just sitting on the couch watching me, wondering when I'm going to go back to work. I don't know, guys. We're trying to keep it together, but let's do it. All right, guys, let's move it in. We're moving into the picket round. The picket round. It's time for the picket round. The picket round. Picket. We're going to get Chick back to sleep. He's very angry.
Yeah, we got picket right here in River City.
We're going to start in April. Well, we're just going to start in April. We're going to start with April, and then we're going to go to Chick. Then we're going to go to David. That's just how that game works. Then we're going to go back to April. And we're going to go to April, Red Bull, or Monster?
Monster.
Thank God I didn't call this the speed round.
Red Bull.
Oh, no, you got to wait for the question.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, just play it completely different
trying
game.
to pick up
Blue Angels or Thunderbirds?
Blue Angel.
Ooh. David, Volkswagen or Volvo?
Volvo.
April, Virgin or Slutty?
Slutty.
Love it. Chick, Orgy or Study?
Boy, I don't play Zone, but I got studied. Orgy, I think, yeah.
Orgy,
yeah.
David, high school or college?
As I never went to college because I didn't need to, High school.
Look at you. Get ready, April. April, Chick or Dave?
Dave doesn't have a show. You have to be on, April. Watch your mouth.
You better watch that size mouth of yours.
Three-way time. Hey. Oh,
Not answering. All right then. Chick,
huh?
Chick, April or Dave?
I like Dave's hair. I don't know, but April's got that bun. April and her bun. There you go.
God damn it, Chick.
Love the bun.
I tap dance as young Newt Rockney in your goddamn state for you. For you to answer that question correctly.
In your goddamn state. That's what that Indiana likes to hear. David, April or Chick?
Ian.
Oh.
Ooh, here we go. April, aspirin or Tylenol?
Tylenol.
Chick.
Yeah.
Powder or pills?
Pills.
Pills.
Pills all day long.
Lots of pills.
Dave, smoke or edible? Smoke. Yeah.
Oh, with the smoke effect.
Like it.
Oh, I got it. I got the thing. God damn it. Okay.
There we go. And the last one. April, last dance or dances with wolves?
Dances with wolves.
I knew it. Chick, thong or boy shorts?
Thong.
Nice, Chick. Nice.
David,
Tan lines.
or Richard Marx?
Say the Ricky Martin or Richard Marx?
No, Michael Jordan or Richard Marx?
Oh, come on. I have every pair of Jordans ever made, but I'm going to go with Richard Marx.
Yes, it's one of the best on Twitter right now. You can't go wrong. His Twitter page is fantastic. Just taking everybody down with this.
Taking everybody down.
I like it. That's the end of that round. We have to pick a winner. We got to do this right now. We got to do the math times 5, 3.14. If you check with potatoes again. That's fantastic. Check it out. Trying to figure out who the winner is. The winner -5. Check with my abacus. Move the beads. Move the beads. Move the beads. Back. And the winner tonight is Chick McGee, everybody. Chick McGee's around the back winner, first time on the show. Good work, Chick. A lot of people are excited for you. Oh my goodness, Chick, you know what you've won. Tell us all about a restaurant that you'd like to tell everybody about.
Denny's is the best.
Thank God they got some advertisement.
And let's see, Pizza Hut, Kill, I think, all across the country. And I understand the soup plantation's gone out of business, so catch that while you can. By
the way, this is the most Indiana restaurant review I've ever heard. Pizza Hut, Denny's, and soup plantation.
It's like Golden Corral, Outback.
Oh, yeah.
Maggiano's for the fancy areas of Indiana.
It's a perfect time for a buffet. April. What restaurant would you like to test?
My husband and I have a restaurant in Florence, Italy that is currently closed.
What?
Get Lucky. In
What's
Florence,
it called?
Italy.
What is it called?
Lucky.
Get Lucky.
Get Lucky Bar and Restaurant.
I
Florence,
love
Italy.
it. I had no idea. Congratulations. My God. David.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to say Momofuku, but they just closed that shit down. So, hey, Corona, Momo, fuck you. Sorry, Ian's mom. Sorry.
Thank you. My mom's very upset right now. Actually,
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
My mom said, David's doing very well on this show, but Chick makes me happy. April's got a restaurant. Good for her. That must be quite the commute from Malibu. I'm reading it again. She said she really thought that out. Living in Malibu with a restaurant in Florence. Good work there, April. Good work. Guys, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for taking the time out of your time and sitting down with me. We are back on Monday. Going to have the weekend off. Going to have some drinks. Thanks to April. Thanks to Chick. Thanks to David. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Share with your friends. Subscribe on the old YouTube. Don't be a dick. Come on now. Do it.